Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. Welcome back. Daniel, I'm glad you liked the song at the beginning. Alright, hello. I just saw your comment. Well, hello, we are back. And we are in, there's someone over here who looks like they are playing a bunch of characters at once, it looks like, the way they were following. Anyway, how are you all doing today? Welcome to the stream. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin, as always. And I'm very excited to do some leveling today. And it is dusk here in the game, but man, it is raining and thundering, and it's very thundery. So it's kind of cool. By the way, I'm wearing some of the new getup. I made a video about this. You can see it very soon. But we're doing a lot of live streams, so I don't know when I'll release it this weekend. But I also realized something I didn't realize in my review is that they've got some like Dwarven runes here at the bottom of the stuff, which is kind of cool. Okay, who's this person? We must follow them. What do you have all these characters following you? Yeah, this is somebody that's using some kind of... It's so funny. You don't see this very often, but I'll see this like once in every couple of months. I guess this is how they're leveling their whole squad of characters. I mean, to be fair, it's probably a very efficient way to do it, but you'd have to have multiple accounts to do that. That would be, I feel like that's a lot of work too. Alright, so let's see. We were on chapter 1 for Talk to Grethel, who is right here. This nice lady. So we're going to grab any quests we can and get straight into it. Hello, Reb! Welcome to the stream. Let me bring up the stream here on the right. I tried to use that stream deck thing again. It won't even connect to YouTube. But I did fix the light system again. For some reason it disconnected, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's a time thing? Alright, let's see here. Let me bring up the... Where is it? There we go. So, you know, I am going to just a wee bit... Took a wee bit off the top. There. Just so it's not quite as... There we go. Alright, there we are. There's your little text box. Hello, Elbin. What's up? Alright, Robert's here too. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Do you have a moment for me?
Because it's over, Elbin. It's over. We can focus on LOTRO. Alright, here we go.
Do you have a moment for me?
Do you have a moment for me? Do you have... Well, you already said that, Grandel. We have to come to Pennant Gellin for matters most serious. But I beg a small boon of you. And the king, have come to play, sorry. My eyes are not helping me right now. Give me 1 second. Something's in my eye. Like, seriously, it's not an excuse. Something's in my eye. It's like an excuse. Let's see here. But I beg a small boon of you and the king, for we have come to a place of which I have heard a great deal, and all of it is good. This is Ebel of Tumrost, and the word of the high quality of its grapes has reached the ears of the wine lovers across all of Gondor, even in the distant Minas Tirith. Do you think you might see if one of the vintages here might gift us a bottle or two vineyards? Sorry, two of their finest. I do not know what is to make of the wine here, so renowned, but this is like to me my only chance to sample it. Can't you just get your own wine? I'm not really into that myself personally, but alright. I'll get it. Also, this new outfit is pretty cool, and just real quick, so you guys see the back of my outfit, see this gem and the chain? Do you see right here next to my face in the background? See this gem and this chain? It's like close to like exactly what's in the back of the new thing, and I literally just bought this at the Highland Games to add to my little treasure area right here, and it looks just like the one on the back of the cloak. It's like, it was actually kind of uncanny when I saw this cloak yesterday reviewing it. I was like, what? Didn't I just buy that gem in real life? All right, Anyway, I show you guys on the review video of the gear, which you'll see in a day or so. What's up, Kipperd? Just popping in for a few at work. Oh, well, thanks for saying hi. Yeah, pop in, say hi, hit the like button, be amazing. Don't forget that, guys. That helps me tremendously. Even if you only can be here for a few minutes, hitting the like button or, you know, saying hi is adds much support. I appreciate it. All right.
Welcome to Earfell, the most fruitful field among all the green hills of Penarth Gelly.
I understand your company come to Tomb Rost by the road of Amphalas. You saw, then, how dry the land can be despite how near it to the sea it lies. I will, of course, gift the king and his party some bottles of our finest wine, and you must all be so parched. Our land is quite different than that of Langstrad to the south, where where that is a place of dry, salt, scared cliffs. Ours is a green, rainy country. The mists of the sea comes to the mountains as low clouds, leaving fog in the hollows. It gives to our grapes a rich, full taste, and the wine we must make them without compare. My eyes are just getting into the moment here today, apparently. I'm trying to force my eyes to read ahead, and they're like, no. All right. We will have a gift you of bottles, but first, I ask that some among your company help us with our work. Not the king or queen, of course, but we have grapes to pick, and surely you will not refuse when such quality wine is to be rewarded. Well, I don't drink, but sure, I'll help for the king and queen, I guess. Let's see. So, now that we have that quest, that is the main chapter quest. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few more of these other ones. I'm not going to voice these over.
Gondor has a king again.
Oh
Welcome
my gosh.
to King's Gondor, friend.
You give so many
Gondor
quests.
has a king again. The shadow of war is now behind us, and Gondor rejoices. Gondor has a king again.
He's so happy about it. I love it. Hello, elf friend. Lord Kev, greetings. Welcome to the stream, you guys.
Well met. I am Lumar, Scout Commander for the Knights of the Green Hills. Again, I went north, following reports of goblin activity at the nearby farm.
Genneth with North, following reports of goblin activity at the nearby farm. This news is quite troubling. If true, if you happen to come across any of the foul creatures, reducing their numbers would do much to lessen their threats to Penarth Gelly. Yes, I love having meetings with goblins, especially when I have a lightning bolt ready. They're great. Alright, so now that I think I picked up all the quests I have to do, let's go ahead and just finish the main chapter quest, which is basically he wants me to pick some grapes. I can do that. I will say, I love vineyards. I personally don't drink in real life for certain reasons, but, well, I mean, you guys kind of know. My father had some troubles with things, so I kind of do that out of principle. I'm not really worried about drinking. I think it'd be fine for myself. And my friends, I'm like, if they want to have something at dinner, that's totally fine. I'm just not for people who lose control because of certain things in the past. So it's kind of just out of principle. I don't. But, moving on, I love vineyards. I think they're beautiful. I went on a trip to Northern California one time. I live in Southern California, so that's like two states away, or like an entire country away, because it's so far. Just like to point that out. it's like an 18-hour drive going 80 miles an hour. But more than that, actually. It's like 24 hours for the place I'm talking about. It takes you an entire day and night to drive it. Going very fast. Constantly. No stops. You're stopping, it's going to be longer. Of course, you got to stop. 24 hours. Good luck. But anyway, the bottom line is, back to the end of my story, is that it is just absolutely gorgeous driving through these hills with all the vineyards. And it looks a lot like Penarth Gelly, actually. Which is kind of interesting, because when I see Penarth Gelly, I actually think of the Northern California area. Because actually, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I mean, no matter what, there's beautiful places everywhere in the world. I'm a little bit partial, but there is a lot of really amazing differences in California because of the mountains next to the ocean and how long it is, because so it covers a lot of different biomes. You get so many cool looking different areas. It's really a lot like actually traveling Gondor, the coast. It's very similar actually. Not entirely. There's a little bit more variety in California than I would say that's in Gondor, but at least from what I've read in the Lord of the Rings Online. But it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and talk.
You have done very well with the work.
You have done very well with the work. Should you wish to aid us in the future, I would not refuse the assistance. But I suppose the king has other tasks for you. I set aside some bottles for your company. Bring them to the king's provisionary. And be sure to tell her that if she wishes to purchase more of the cellar of Minas Tirith, the vintages of Impfell will give her a fair price. The king should have the finest wines of his table. Don't you agree? Alright. I will take one of these. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I get to take 3. Alright, I'll take that one, and I'll take this one. They look like the best ones. And also, there's some grapes in the fridge, man. I do love grapes. Oh, they're so yummy. I like green grapes and red grapes. Which ones are your guys' favorite that are here live? You guys have a favorite? Yes, and are you talking about LOTRO points, the double LOTRO points right now? Yes, I do tell, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. If you guys are going to get some LOTRO points, if you're watching this live stream anytime in the next, like, 2 days after it's out, or live right now, it's double LOTRO points right now. I actually got a little bit more storage for my wardrobe storage using that.
Thank you for these. No, we cannot open them now.
Thank you for these, Grandad. No, we cannot open these now. We must save them for the right time. I am certain they will live up to their reputation. But if we were to drink them now in the field, we would truly be wasting the opportunity to enjoy them. Perhaps when the king's business in Penethgel is done, where does he intend to travel next? That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. Talk to King Elisar. Is King Elisar here? Oh, whoa! King Elisar, you're a ninja. I didn't know Aragorn was a ninja. I thought he was a ranger. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to do our very best to... No politics stuff. It's,
Our next destination is Ost-Andir, stronghold.
Real quick,
the
I'll
Lord
just
of the
say
Green
that
Hills.
I am very well covered in things, in my views on stuff, but I purposely do not say anything because I'm just trying really hard to make it just Lord of the Rings and just fun for you guys. So I will say there's a lot of policies where I live in this state of California that I disagree with stuff because, especially with tax stuff. But, you know, besides that, that's just because I live here. That's not because I'm trying to endorse any group or party, okay? That's to make that clear.
Our next destination is
But we'll move on from
Ost-Andir,
that. But thank you guys. I appreciate
stronghold of
you
the
being
Lord
good
of the
about
Green
that.
Hills.
Kipper and Elvin, both of you guys. Kipper's like, that makes sense. I just read it. Yeah, it doesn't mix with LOTRO super great. I just troll. Elf friend, no. Both, Mr. Ed. Concord and the Black Grapes are my favorite. Wait, is that a group? Lord Kev? Is that a group? Red just a teasy weezy, bit better, but both are good. Oh, I see. You're Concord Grapes. Duh. Sorry, you're answering my question. Sorry. Yes, those are good. I know. I see what you're saying. Yes, that the type of grape. Red just teasies. Yeah, they're both yummy. I really like the sour green grape, but like if you have a really nice red grape, it's like, oh, it's so yummy. Kipper says he thinks red. Reb, as long as they are firm, either is good. Yes, this is true. If I agree with that. If a grape is getting kind of old, it's a little squishy. No, it's not my thing. You ever bit into a grape and you realize that it was turning into wine by itself? Nasty. Green grapes are just some sort of scheme made by someone who didn't accident to tell. Is it made by a troll? Is that why they're green? What's wrong with a little sweetness to taste? Robert says red, they're more nutritious, but I don't eat them often. Organic grapes, $1 small box 3. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And probably about $48 in the Bay Area. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I won't, yeah, this is true. It's crazy prices up there. But there is some delicious grapes growing up there as well. Yeah, it's interesting too, because there's a lot, it used to be they used a lot of sulfur, and I don't know how much they still use of that, because technically, you're not really supposed to have too much of that, but you can have some, and they used to kind of keep bugs away. But I do know they've been trying to do less pesticide on grapes in the last many years, because they were realizing they really retain it. Pesticides are, if you could do as little as possible, I understand what they're for, but I'm personally in the boat of, let's just not use them if possible. Because cancer, all these horrible things, right? They could happen. Black ones are sweet, but not tart. Yeah, I do like the. That's why I like green ones. I like the really tart flavor, but I definitely have some red ones in the fridge right now. And they're really good. Johnny, I have it on both. I recommend watch. I use my YouTube more. I react a little bit more to it. But I do watch the other one too, and yes, I do have them both. I'm streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now. Apparently X now has streaming on that. That's very interesting. I may have to look into that in the future. I'm gonna let them get a little better on the. They just started that. Make sure that they've got that solid before I jump add any more platforms at once. But yes, what Elvin said. I'm just used to Twitch. I'm looking for the answers. Just being really runt. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. You red seedless. I see your. I'm sorry. I see your answers. 1 second. Let me bring up my thing that should pop up your chat on the. I realize I don't have it on there. Ah, there we go. There it is. There you are. All right, we're gonna put the Twitch chat right here. We'll leave it like right there. And then it's my fault. I shrunk my Twitch chat. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You guys remember that movie? That's why I didn't see it. I have it over here on there. I see it. I'm Johnny. I'm glad you checked though. But you can watch it either. I see them both now. Don't clutter the screen. All right, here. I'll put you down here, like this. There. And now we got some messages from the Twitch chat right there. I forgot about X. I know. It's like, I don't know about that name. I get why it was named that because of the person, because he owns the other company, right? Elon Musk owns the other company called X. That's why he named it X. But we are also used to Twitter. It's like, it still weirds me out a little bit. I think everyone's in that same boat as me. Okay. All right. You can lurk on Twitch. That's just fine. I stepped on a grape the other day. It didn't scream. It just let out a little whine. It's a good one. All right.
Our next destination is Ost-Andir, stronghold of the Lord of the Green Hills.
Ah, yeah, I am ready to continue onward, Grandal. Our next destination is Ost-Andir, stronghold of the Lord of the Green Hills. It was the keep of my friend and companion, Herluin the Fair, but I understand after his death at Pelennor, his daughter now rules from that seat. Gosh, all his friends died. It's so sad.
Healween's daughter is named Nauriel. She is high in the order of knights that protects Pinoth-Geli.
Iron's daughter is named Neriel, and she is high in the order of knights that protect Pinoth-Geli. It is the tradition in this land that women may also wield sword and scepter. She is married to Carandolion, who is the brother of Durith of the Blackroot Vale, though I recall the two are quite different in temper. The son of Neriel and Carandolion is named Thorangil, and must now be about 10 years old. Elisad nods. Yes, I am afraid Hiluan spoke often of our campaign in Umbar, and while it has been many years since I wore the name Thorangil, his grandson was given the name in remembrance of me. I prefer not to speak of it to Neriel or her son. There must be few in Outer Gondor these days who know that the warrior Thorangil and the King Elisar were the same man, and I would like to keep it that way. Ost Arneth is to the northeast of Impel. Let us travel there now before Grethil burdens our pack horses with more bottles of wine than we need. To speak honestly, this may have happened already. Alright, so there we go. Alright, we've done some voiceovers. I am now going to power through doing some quests. Alright, so what do we got here? Floating names on. I need to defeat some goblins, talk to a certain character, defeat other creatures. I guess they're just right around the... Aha, there's something I need right there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Where am I supposed to bring these? What the heck? Why is my character so weighed down? Encumbered. Carry the planks to deliver. What, you're making a wizard do this job? Wait, no. That was where it was supposed to be. Oh, okay, the other side. I was like, I have no way. All right.
We must not take these days for granted.
Ah, there's my delivery. Are you Amazon? No. No, I'm not. I'm Grandal. Oh. It has been difficult to source quality wood as of late. As usual, recovering flotsam will help me keep up with the production. Perhaps the wine aged in the barrels I'll make it will brizzen the tea of the sea. Because that is what everyone wants, salty wine. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So, you know, I remember back in the day how, you know, like delivery people, it was mostly UPS and FedEx, right? Like that was the big one. And now, like, I just feel like it's just Amazon. Like, granted, the other ones still do a lot of things too, but like just the basic stuff from Amazon, it's like, it's crazy. How many? Oh, by the way, let's write our new animal here. We have an oryx. It's a type of look at it. It's a type of gazelle, kind of. Whoop. It's in the family. All right, we got to repair some of these fences, apparently. Oh, that was a cool sound effect. That was really cool. Listen to that. That's cool. I've never heard that sound effect in the game before. It's a new sound effect. I like it. That's awesome. Let's make sure these fences are nice and repaired. I wish in real life I could click something that needs to be repaired and it just fixed itself. That would be amazing. What's up, Pilot? What's up, guy? Thank you so much to everyone for being here. Oh, if you will like the stream too, if you didn't already, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, the bird flies away. Get out of here, bird. Stop eating the grapes. Stop it. The bird seems to say, "Drive me off, I cannot. My belly is already full." Is that what it said? You are confident the birds cannot cry, but this bird sounds like it is. I have already won. That one line. The bird seems to say, "Drive me off, I cannot. My belly is full. I have already won." That's amazing. What the heck? The bird seems to say, "Curse you, I wasn't done eating." Oh my gosh, these lines. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right, so I think, do we need to kill these flies? I find out by blasting one. So I started blasting. Yes, I do need these flies. All right. All right, group meeting, everybody. All right. Everybody, group meeting. Toasty flies. Delicious. Let me see the chat. Hello, welcome, good day to you. Fellow dwarves, yes. Hello, what's up? Allah, hello, hello. Who else has joined in? Oh yeah, it's our friend. I should just call you Q. But then, are you a Star Trek fan? Do you not like that idea? That'll be your nickname, Q. I just always look at your name and I'm just like, my brain just freezes. It's queer? Is that how you say it? Is it queer? 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 I don't know. You should type it out for me. The pronunciation. Sounds like repairing in Return to Moria. It does, Rev. It does sound like the repair sound in Return to Moria. Except I believe this one's probably was made first because Return to Moria came out after. Oh wait, no. No. This did come out later, so it would have come out around the same time. That's interesting indeed. All right, come here. Johnny waves from Twitch. Well, thanks for watching on the Twitch too. Appreciate it. I started streaming on Twitch again because I actually had a Twitch account technically before my YouTube one, just slightly. But I didn't really use it very much because I just kind of preferred the YouTube platform as a content creator, like from my side. But I know a lot of people kept asking me that they wanted me to stream on that too, so I'm attempting to stream on all three to build the channel, or I guess the brand if it's on multiple channels. Saying the brand sounds kind of weird though. I don't really like that term. All right. So I need to take out some piggies, apparently. So I've killed all the flies I need to kill. There's a goblin. Hey you, group meeting. I'll get you, man! Wait, really? That's an interesting thing for a goblin to say. All right, everybody. Group up here. Too easy. Lord Masters are OP. Basically, that's what every Warg player said, like, forever in battle. I mean, in the Anthem Wars, the monster player mode. The Ent has some serious range, considering it doesn't look like it can hit that far. It must be like spiritual Ent power. Just like, it's like using Whelm in D&D like 30 times. Just crushes their hearts. We had a fun D&D session the other day. My cousin hosts it. And my friend, Night Chaos, you might know, his character can use Whelm, and he won't mind me saying this. He has two ones. One time it worked good, one time it doesn't work so good. He uses Whelm on these things called Lemures, which are like these mindless monsters. The DM's like, it does nothing. He's like, oh man! And then, because they're mindless, pretty much. But we were thinking still that maybe they have enough minds that it would work. And then he used it on this other guy. And he just, at a certain point, the guy just like, no! Just died from the overwhelming pressure. Whelm is an ability that doesn't do any like lethal damage. It's all like mental damage in D&D. And then at a certain point, they'll just fall unconscious. And their mind like gets too overwhelmed. All right. Seedless grapes. Yeah, I do agree. I really like seedless grapes. Yeah, it's crazy too because watermelons. I was looking at the history of watermelons over the last like 1,000 years and how we've kind of like bred them into like, you know, having less seeds and all these different things. It's kind of crazy. It's like, it's really cool. Just what it's like all farmers over the last like several hundred years. They've just made them better and better. I think that's really cool that we can do that with creation anyway. Just like, you know, just like, well, if we breed the with this particular plant with this one, and then we can change this and get rid of the seeds, and we can make it yummier and make it bigger, like all these different things, you know. It's cool. It's cool. How do you get health bar over the mobs? Oh, it's just setting. I can show you. It's in the UI. So that health bar over them, I think it's just you go into UI settings, whoop, and I believe it, or is it combat? Is it combat settings? Might be combat settings actually, maybe not UI. Show display combat. No, that's not it. One of these, I think. Show vitals of selected target. No, that doesn't seem to be it. I'm trying to see which will turn it off. Enable skills, enable blah, 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 blah. I leave most of these on, though. I like all of them, pretty much. Okay, it must be UI settings, because I don't see it there. Floating destiny, floating barter items, my floating damage. Floating text, I really like. Overhead, floating, other floating damage. No, it's not there either. Where is it? Selected vitals. Selected vitals. There it is. It's this one right here. It's called Selection Vital Display. That's the one right there. See it turning it off and on? That's the one you need. Selected Vital Display. It's just partway down, what, like almost halfway UI settings. It's near the bottom of this first part. All right. 11 brooch from Weta. So pretty. Oh wow, nice, very nice. Oh, speaking of that, unless you object, I'm gonna call you Q. Back here, see this brooch right here? I just got this at the Highland Games to add to my little treasure area with the gems and the brooch and the chain, and then that's a little like gold pieces with a geode. If you look at the back of my character, the new thing looks just like it on the back of the cloak. I just thought it was crazy how similar, and I just got the cloak too with it's from the expansion. Hey, what's over there on Twitch? Yo. I've been thinking about starting LOTRO, but I think I would know if I had to pay a subscription. Or do I have to buy the expansion? Okay, so LOTRO has a really, really good free-to-play system. You can play to like level 100. The max level is 150. And then you can actually earn points to buy new areas. But the newest area you will need to buy. So, like, for example, you could buy the minimum, which for the new expansion, which is $40, I believe. I'm trying to remember if you can buy. Sometimes the recent stuff is the Fates of Gundabad expansion, and then the newest one is the Corsairs, and then we're going into the Legacy of Morgoth expansion. I don't know if you need to buy them all. I know they had a sale where they made them super cheap. They do this all the time with the previous ones. But sometimes they'll cut one off. Like you won't need it anymore. It'll just be going to free to play, or if you're a subscriber. I do recommend. The subscribing is really good price still. If you do 3 months, it's only $10 a month. It's the same as it's always been since the game came out, and it gives you a lot of benefits and a lot of extra stuff and bonuses. So, and even if you only do a month of the subscribing, you actually keep some of the benefits forever if you go back to free to play. So just do 1 month is pretty good sometimes too. makes your count like premium or something. Again, they're pretty darn fair on what they do. I think LOTRO is a great game, and give it a try if you want. And if you're gonna play with us, we're on the Server CrickHollow. You gotta make your character on the Server CrickHollow if you want to play with our kinship. Hopefully that answers some questions. But no, you do not need to pay a subscription to start this game. And in fact, I would recommend using the free-to-play system for a good little while. Maybe your first like 30, 40, 50 hours. In theory, you could probably play like 500 hours plus. But I think at a certain point, if you're really getting into the game, the subscription is worth it. Because you get a lot of just quality of life things. Though, I will say, the free-to-play, they did a big update 2 years ago. And they removed a lot of stupid barriers that a lot of games had. Like, you know, currency cap or something. That's all been removed. That's not in free-to-play anymore. So they got rid of a lot of things that were just kind of annoying. Again, the team at Lord of the Rings Online are... they clearly try to keep what's best for the players in mind, as well as the game and lore in general. So, I appreciate it. Q says, oh, you play D&D? Awesome. Have you tried Torn 2nd Edition? No, I have not. I have not played that one very much. I basically just play kind of 3.5 regular D&D. No, not Pathfinder. Just 3.5. My cousin has all the stuff on that. He's always kind of DM'd that. So he kind of prefers 3.5 to the newer 5 stuff and 4. Granted, we're kind of used to it, but there are a lot of things they made 5 like a little more user-friendly in some ways, and it almost takes away some of the complexity on certain things. Not everything. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's still very fun. I've used it too. But he prefers to DM with 3.5. If you guys didn't know, for anyone who doesn't know any, might not know anything about D&D, I'm not an expert myself, but there's different versions of it, right? As over the years, 3.5 was actually made like 20 plus years ago. It's a lot. So, and then there was the 4 that came out like, I don't know, 12 years ago, maybe a little bit long. And then, I don't remember the exact dates on this, don't quote me. And then more recently, the last 10 years or so, 5 has been out. And then, of course, there's probably other little mini versions here and there, and additions and expansions and blah, 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 blah. Gosh, my weapons do so much damage. Alright, so we just need to fight one more bird, and we need to defeat more goblins. Let's move here real quick and see if we can find... Do I need to go up to that hill? I do. Let's go to the hill. Look at this new creature. It has the coolest animations. Ride like the wind. Whee! I'm supposed to go to this farm. Do I need to defeat this piggy? You've discovered Lee King. Hello, Lee King. Hello there. Look at this cute little farm. What's it? They grow mushrooms. The hobbits would get along with them.
A king has come again to Gondor.
Oh, I was beginning to wonder when Merihun would become calling. He's been busy at the vineyard, you say? I wish I could say that's surprising. But the man is in no love with his work. That's all right. He'll make time for me sooner or later. He never makes me wait too long. What? All right.
You're most welcome, my friend.
You are most welcome, my friend. When you return to Imlam, could I bother you to deliver a token of gratitude to Maruhir? We harvested some garlic scraps the other day, and their aroma and flavor speak to the season. And he is an accomplished cook. I'm sure he could appreciate the fresh ingredients.
You are most welcome, my friend.
You are most welcome, my friend. What we don't grow here, we forage from the woods to the northeast. Or at least we used to until some wood trolls moved in. They used to be in fewer in number and stayed closer to the water. Something pushed them further up the hill, and I don't know what. Normally, I would be happy to live and let live, but over the past few nights, I've noticed a few of them straying from the woods and getting closer to the farm than I'd like. I petitioned Ost-Arndir for aid, but it seems they are busy with some Haradrim lingering to the southeast. Could I ask you to go into the woods and, discourage them from venturing too close, or... And while you're there, if you see any white mushrooms, could you pick them up for me? They are backbone of my summer stew recipe, and I haven't been able to pick up any myself on the account of wood trolls. Yes, ma'am. I'd be glad to help you. Alright, we will pick up these quests here. Oh, wow, really way up there in the mountains. Okay, let's go on an adventure, everyone. Oh, look at these farms. Very nice. Oh, wow, so she wants me to go way over into these mountains. Okay, well, let's do some exploring, shall we? Of course, of course. Thanks for your answer over there on Twitch. Hirason. Is that how I say it? And Johnny, yes, you can buy the expansions. Indeed. Apparently you need a PC. A PC for what? Elf. Friend. Pyro, yep. for LOTRO? Or for D&D. Also, if you start playing LOTRO, you can join us on CrickHollow. Yes. Yes, Aldoc. Agreed. Aldoc is Game Room Revival, by the way, on YouTube. Whoa. Zap. Alright. That one's down. Mushrooms! You know, I have a far more appreciation for mushrooms now that I'm older. As in, like, when I was, like, you know, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old, I really did not like mushrooms. I thought they were so gross. Like, I tried them over and over. I just couldn't get the taste. I just didn't like it. It's not like I was being finicky. I was trying to eat them. I just, like, these just really aren't good. And then I really got into having those pet a mushroom. No, that is not what I was saying. Portobello. That's the word I was looking for. Portobello mushrooms. The really big ones. Those things are like steak, man. They're delicious. You put some really good butter on those and like fry them up and then have them with like a steak. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Yes. Portobello mushrooms. That was the word I was looking for. I don't know why I was thinking doing the other word. So now that I think about it, you know, mushrooms are like, they have the coolest like textures too. Like all the different kinds of mushrooms. It's kind of crazy to me that they're like, normally like I'd be grossed out just because it's like, ew, it's a fungus, right? But like, I don't know, mushrooms are pretty amazing. There's some mushrooms I don't really like. One food I really still don't like very much, and I'm curious how many of you guys probably like it or not, is olives. Since we're picking up ingredients for a cook. I've tried so many different kinds, and like there's one kind that was kind of okay that I liked. It was a green olive, and it was like, you know, smothered in olive oil or whatever. But I just can't get over not liking olives, and I think they're like, I like olive oil. Like, I really like olive oil, which is weird. I just like a lot of olives. It's like the aftertaste is what bugs me. It's not the first part when I chew it. It's the aftertaste of olives. And I've tried like, you know, 5 or 6 kinds. Maybe there'll be a kind one day I try and it's really good and I like it. But until that time, which is funny because I like everything. I try like all different cuisines of all different cultures, and I really like all sorts of things. Like even out of there, out of the world things. But yeah, so I tried haggis. It was fine. Not really my favorite though, but it was fine. Just don't ask what haggis is, and you'll be fine. All right. Pilot, nope, don't like them. Yeah, mushrooms need to have something with it. Don't deny it. Yes, exactly. I do know, though, like, mushrooms are always added to so many things. There's, like, a meme in, there's one comedian. Was it, oh, gosh, what's his name? I can't think of it right now. I don't know if I'm thinking of the right person. No, that's not the right person. That's a different person. Anyway, he makes a joke about, basically, he basically says, he's like, the guy, you know, says no mushrooms on his steak or no something on his steak, and then it comes back, and the chef's like, I took the liberty to put to smother everything you love in mushrooms, because obviously the comedian doesn't like mushrooms, and it's like, it is so funny though. Like sometimes you won't like something, and then you feel like it's like smothered in it. Like the other day, we ordered some sushi, and my mom is allergic to onions, so we couldn't get chives on it, right? And so I asked, hey, no chives, right? And they're like, yeah, okay, all right. And the person ordering on the phone was fine. I think there might have been a little bit of an issue, something with the cook happening. I don't know if he doesn't look, or maybe a language thing with how it was written or something. I don't know, but we get it home, and it is smothered in onions. Like, it was like he read, like, don't put onions, and it was like, oh, maybe that meant don't put double onions. It was so many onions. It was like a joke. And we were like, because then, like, my mom can eat her dinner. Good news is we bought some other sushi, too, so she could have that. But, yeah. So, anyway, sometimes that seems to happen. Like, a place will just smother something, and it might just be you dislike it, which isn't really the end of the world. But, like, if you're allergic, it's really bad, right? Hello, Table of Durin. How's it going? Can you boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew? You can. You can do that, Aldoc. Mushrooms are great. Olives, not so much. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so the one time I kind of enjoyed an olive was when it was in a mixture of like an olive oil and a lot of spices, and then it had some like cheese with it, like some really delicious like aged cheese, and it was better. It was better, but I still just couldn't quite get it. The aftertaste of the olive bothered me. I don't know why. And salads, ugh, cold. There are tons of non-cold options. When can Lore Master get a sword? You should be able to wield a sword pretty early on, actually. I'm trying to remember. It's been so I made this Lore Master a year into the game. So this character is like 15 and a half years old or something like that. But let me look. I think if we go into skills and we go into passives, we can see sword and staff. Well, there it is. When do you get sword and staff? All right, now you're able to dual wield. Anyone know off the top of their head? Or do I need to look? Do I need to Google it? Let's see. LOTRO wiki real quick. Sword and staff. Passive. There it is. All right, here's what we got. Level 40. There's your answer. You get the passive at level 40. You can now dual wield sword and staff. Technically, you could just wield a sword without a staff, but then you can't use like any of your magics. So that seems like probably a bad idea. Just throwing it out there in case that might be an option for you. I don't usually go into that stuff very much, Johnny, but no, I'm not. All right. And salads. Ugh. When can Lore Master get a sword? Yep. No. Nope. Yikes. Thankfully, the warm stuff in salads nowadays. Yes, there are some delicious salad options. I really like salads that, again, probably not as healthy, but, you know, have like delicious, like the noodle salads, you know, and they have like maybe some meat in there, some even, I don't even mind if it's like cold chicken or if you can like heat it up, but then is it really a salad at that point? You gotta have some veggies in it, right? You know, it's so funny too. Chicken is so, I mean, salads are so good if you have fresh vegetables. Like my mom made a salad for our whole family, me and my brother-in-law and sister and stuff the other week, and she had grown it out of the garden. Again, my whole family are like hobbits. We love gardening. But it was so good. It was like, is this what lettuce tastes like when it's fresh?
A king has come again to Gondor.
A king has come again to Gondor. Dura brushes some wood chips and twigs from her shoulder. You had a little something on there. I take it the wood trolls have been dealt with. I had like stuff on me after blowing him away. You nod and your hand over the basket of mushrooms. She lifts them to her nose and inhales. I've missed that musty smell. Thanks, adventurer. I hope your future journeys treat you well. Anytime. I should have, well, let's go kill a couple more goblins, and then we'll continue on the main chapter quest. We also need to shoe one more bird. Apparently, I did not shoe a bird. I thought I'd shoot all 5 birds, but maybe I didn't. So, 1 bird, 6 goblins, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, not the last one. Sorry. Like the chicken and Caesar salad. Yeah, Caesar salads are delicious. I like Caesar salad. I really like that. I like the Parmesan mix with the. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of my favorites. So I don't know if you guys gone to a place called Stonefire. It's a kind of a chain. I think it's all over the United States from what I know. I don't think it's in California. In fact, I don't think it started in California. Maybe it did. I don't know. They have a really, really good Caesar salad. Now, the one doesn't really come with chicken, but they really still do a good job with the sauce. But the chicken they have is really delicious. And also, their salmon is surprisingly good. Like, you'd think from a place that's not really like a fish place that it wouldn't be very good. It's really good. In fact, I went to another place, which I'm sure a lot of you know is, what's it called? For my grandpa's birthday with our family, grandpa and grandma. What's it called? Outback, right? Outback something? Or is it Black Angus? Those are both different restaurants. So anyway, I think it was Outback. But I did their salmon and it was good too. But I don't think it was as good as the salmon at Stonefire, because the salmon at Stonefire, they add like an olive oil with like this garlic chunks on top and like maybe a little bit of vinegar, so it has a little bit of a punch to it. It's really good. I really like it. The one at the Outback was delicious too, but it was a little dry for me. Like, it was really well cooked and it was perfect and delicious, but it didn't really have any sauce or anything on it, which again, sometimes a good sauce or oil really kind of ties something together. And the fish didn't seem to have as much flavor, which I was surprised on. I love fish. I have a place where I live in Southern California. I go to the dock. Basically, I go to the docks. It's basically what I should say. It sounds like a Lord of the Rings reference. I'm going to the docks of, Gondor to get my daily fish. But anyway, they're a special place there on the docks, right, where they bring the boats in. And they're a fish market, and they have the best fish and chips. Oh my gosh. So good. It's like so fresh. I love the halibut too. Oh, yummy. It's so good. Okay, I'm getting hungry. You guys all can walk away and get snacks. It's alright. Oop, there we go. I need 2 more goblins. I need to shoo off a bird. Where is this said bird? Okay, he's over there. Let's go get the bird. Get out of here. The bird swears vengeance with a sharp cry. You have won this day, but my revenge shall be terrible. Why do these birds speak in the first place? Alright, I need to grab 2 more goblins. Oh, goblins! Where are you? I'm the goblin slayer now, but I've brought lightning bolts. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Wait, where are these goblins? Have they all run from me in fear? There's one. Why are there a bunch of Haradrim over here? I do feel a little sad that my Light of the Rising Dawn is so weak now. So basically they made Light of the Rising Dawn be an interruption spell, and they nerfed its damage. Like it does like 90% less damage. It probably does 10% of what it used to do. And that makes me a little bit sad. I really liked my Light of the Rising Dawn damage. Granted, they've also made Lightning Strike do a lot of damage, so I think they moved the damage around. But I liked my giant light beam of death. At least I have lightning to keep me company. I already snacked too much. Oh no, Pyro. Don't explode. There's gotta be one more goblin out here somewhere. There he is. Haha, you unlucky fiend. Nature's fury! We'll feast on man flesh tonight. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Alright. So everything is done except for there's one quest that I had to do on the road up here. Let's go ahead and see what that is real quick. And then we're going to turn all these quests in, and I'm going to pop an XP thing and get like... We'll get level 147, and I'll get halfway to level 148. And realistically, just so you guys know, I am using... I'm making sure my XP thing stays full down here at the bottom. With, you know, this kind of XP from the perks. You can use this if you're a subscriber. The perks Destiny points. So I've been using the accelerator to make sure I have the light blue. The dark blue is from me being a VIP subscriber, rested, just for the... that will recharge when I log out. And then, of course, I'm going to use the 100% XP boost thing, too, soon. Oh.
Again? She came through here, but she's gone up north.
She said she heard the goblins have been spotted blasting up the side of the mountain.
Are you going down to my farm? Yes, it is mine, but alas, it's completely overrun with goblins.
Oh no. It's terrible. Alright, I'll help her out. Let's kill some goblins. Recovered the buried coins. I wonder if I could have killed these goblins for the quest. I probably could have. Probably should just come down here and done this quest. Usually LOTRO has quests that kind of guide you for other quests. So if it's a kill quest and there's a story quest involved, a lot of times the things you have to kill around the story quest are the things you need. So don't do what I just did, where you kind of just like keep looking constantly. Well, I mean, I only had one left. Maybe you should do that. I don't know. I guess she had some buried coins I had to get. I'm sorry I didn't read the story for this one. I'm just trying to kind of hurry and... Go, my bear. Get him. It does feel kind of weird that you can't really use, but I do like the ability to just trigger the effects on the sides. Okay, there we go. Mound of dirt. You know, if you're gonna hide your treasure, don't leave a mound. It's pretty clearly supposed to be dug. Clearly, I know that it's for the game purposes, but... Alright, let's see here. Alright, thank you everyone for hanging out. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Whatever is free over there on goblins. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Nobody likes goblins. Oh, sweet. I can... Ah! I was trying to loot this, you little scumbag. Apparently, I don't have to get off my horse, so I can just ride around. Or, in this case, my Oryx. The new mount from the... I'm going to be riding around in the deserts of Harad soon. Apparently, I do have to get up and mount for that, though. Sad face. 255 silver was on that dead corpse. Well, don't mean to be mean or insensitive, but he didn't need it anymore. Yeah, take it with you. Just kidding. It's terrible. Alright, there's another one over there. This is a nice farm this lady has. I gotta say, I feel bad that it's overrun by goblins. Alright. Wait. Group meeting, everyone. The one ran away. A smart goblin. Alright, get this one. One more. Oh, look, there it is. There's a lot of corpses. I mean, I guess I did get attacked. Oh, it dropped the red sea stone, that corpse. Wait a second, I have to remember this. There are 3 corpses in one area on this farm right here. And it just dropped a red sea stone. That's huge. You guys, this is a really, really valuable crafting item in the game right now. That's... I mean, my regular LOTRO players are going to know how much that's amazing. But, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. That's pretty awesome. Well, with that... And then there's one other thing we were supposed to talk to up in the mountains. So let's just ride over there real quick and check the mountains. The pig is threatening me. It's a beautiful little hollow right there. That lady's farm is like, if this wasn't overfilled with, you know, goblins, that would be a great place to like actually live. We'll have to drive all the goblins out for her. Do you have any more tour videos planned? Oh, yes. I did some LOTRO tales, and we actually were going through during the voiceover series the great city of Numenos. I was thinking, I actually asked in that video, which you'll see later, and I'll ask you guys right now, what other areas would you guys like toured? Because I haven't done any toured ones in a while, and I just said in my video yesterday, I'd like to do some more of them. I definitely would. Alright. You can hear the crackling of thunder in the background. From thundercloud. Whenever that thunder ability goes off, you can hear like in the background, like the lightning storm. And there's a lot of goblins in here. Can you guys just get out of my way, please? But yes, I would like to definitely do some more LOTRO tours, and I'd like to do them on video. Granted, I could do some more pack trips, too, which is kind of the LOTRO tour of the live stream. You guys want to do that in the future? Because I did enjoy doing that, and I had someone leave a comment the other day that they really have been thoroughly enjoying those. They're like, we know this is 6 months ago, but we really like these. So we could do more of those, too. The pack trip ones where even the Kinship can join me if you guys want to. I would like to do a couple more video style of tours of locations and areas. So yeah, give me any ideas. If you've seen my playlist, you know which ones I've already kind of done. There's plenty of areas that we could do tours in LOTRO. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things about the game, too. I just really like looking around in it. I obviously have the ambiance playlist, too, and that's just kind of me standing in a certain location with just me not talking. Just background music and sound. But tours are the ones where I kind of like a stream, but I focus mostly, it's a video, on just doing the tour and explaining the history of a location or the areas and kind of looking at it really nice and cinematically as we slowly look around, you know. The Trollshaws. Yes, the Trollshaws could be a really good one. It's a big area. I might have to split that into like 2 videos. Otherwise, I could do one. It might just turn into like 3 hours. I don't know. Maybe some people would like it 3 hours. I'm not sure. Am I supposed to go in this cave? I tend to like to do a couple of my video series where it's always kind of a certain amount of time. Also, look at how nice this cave looks. Look at this cave. This is awesome. So these are like, this is, by the way, this whole new texturing thing. If you didn't watch my interview with Matt Elliott, Scenario, you should. The senior world designer of Lord of the Rings Online. It's been out on the channel now for almost a week. He was talking about how they did these rocks and stuff. And like they were able to have a new system where they were able to cross original rocks and make it where when they blow the rock up, it doesn't destroy the textures. And it was a new technology they kind of figured out and had with the older system. And it's really cool. So that's how you're getting better and better quality things like this in the game. So like, kind of like what I've been saying forever about LOTRO, that like, yes, it's an older engine, but as technology improves, it gives the options to do better things with that older technology. That's just how technology works. It's always how it's worked. It's like, you think, oh, well, we can't do anything else because technology is limited to this. And then something new gets invented, and then suddenly we're like, oh, we can take this new technology and we could go to that thing we thought was limited and now make it unlimited and do more stuff with it, right? That's the benefit. Goblin Overseer. You're up! Oh wow, they're not dead. I'm impressed. They don't die the first time, then smash them with an edge. Shredded pack, that's not good. Uh-oh. Think we may have found the fate of the person that she wanted to look for. Shredded pack is never a good sign. Alright, so we're going to bring all these quests back now. And out of my way, goblins! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! My gosh, my horse has 19 health. Run, horsey! It's kind of covered up by the Twitch chat, but it's down there with 19 health. Oh, and the bird knocks me off. What a stinker. This Pleasant Breeze heal is got the weirdest animation. It's so weird. It just feels kind of like it goes off and then you don't think anything's happening and then suddenly it's like, boop, it's done. Bam Brom blocking things. You know, it might look a little bit better if I just put this in this bottom corner like this. There, like that. Then we have the Twitch chat in the bottom left there. And then I could even do this and hide the quests behind here. You guys don't need to see them, right? Only I need to see them. Wow! Calm down, goblin! See, look. The character didn't even do anything. Alright, so I probably shouldn't have rode back through the goblin-infested location, but are those corpses respawned? Nope. Oh, well, I guess this person probably took them. She's at about the same spot leveling as me. Ah, one of the corpses has respawned. Yes, give me... No, bad goblin. Oh, she's helping me out. That's so nice. I just want to loot it. Aw, darn. She's over there murdering all the goblins. Interrupt, interrupt! Interrupted by a lightning. Haha. I always forget that if I use one of these abilities, I can cast my wizard's to heal me. If a companion flanks, which I have automatic ability to flank in Redline, which is the only cool thing since I can't use my pet now in Redline, which is a little bit frustrating. But besides that, alright, let's see here. Where am I off to? I gotta talk to her. Okay, so we're gonna pop an experience tome. And I'm going to turn this quest in, and then I'm going to...
You actually did it! I had a good feeling about you. Glad I am that I trusted my gut.
Of course I did it. What do you mean? Get out of here, Corsair. Okay, I'm gonna pop an hour experience thing here. Turn this quest in.
You actually did it. I had a good feeling about you. Glad I am that I trusted my gut.
All right, I only need 198,000 experience to level up, which is that little tiny little bit of orange to leveling there. So I'm about to hit the level up. Also, by the way, this is the first time in the live stream that I've wore this new hat. Yes, it's new. You guys are like, it looks just like the other one. It's green though, like my jacket. My boots are yellow. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, so I have the blue and the brown one. So, and I got this one at the Highland Games the other day. It's actually from a company that makes some here in Northern California, I guess. So, they're obviously like their Celtic and Irish, you know, or English, I guess, caps. But this is particularly their design, kind of, to an extent. But, you know, it's kind of like any of the classic hats. I enjoy them. It's nice to be able to throw them on for videos and streams. I don't have to worry about, like, doing my hair or anything. That's not the only reason. I also like it because it's kind of like my, my thing. Don't worry, it's not just because of that. Definitely the biggest reason is I just like the look. It's kind of like my, what is it? It's not my slogan, my, something, you know. My mom just made a joke the other day. She's like, I think you're bringing those hats back into fashion. Because we've noticed lately a lot of different people have been wearing those hats more and more on things. Obviously, it's not from me, but that's a joke.
I never thought to see the days of peace.
All right, we're going to level up. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Whee! Level 147, the tree of leveling. Cool. I like that animation. It's so cool. All right, so let's see how much experience we can get
to King's
towards
Gondor,
the next
friend.
one here.
The shadow of war is now behind us, and Gondor
All right.
rejoices.
Wow, that's not giving as much XP as I was expecting,
See the
actually.
days of peace come
Giving
again.
almost 1 million,
Gondor has a
but
king again.
we need 20 million, so that's about 19 quests with having experience boost on for this area. Of course, these quests are now a little low level for us. They're level 144, so they're not giving me quite as much experience as I would like. All right, so we're done with this area. We need to go to Ostandir. I would like a horse, madam.
We will do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
That's nice, but I asked for a horse. Oh, thank you. We need to bring back the hats. Yes, I know. Yes, indeed. I know. We need some fashion. I've never really been into the whole fashion thing, but I definitely like my good. Like I think honestly, it's probably because I'm such a big fan of, like, my great grandpa wore a lot of hats like this. He was a big Scottish Highlander, and also like Tolkien wore a lot of like caps, different but like English style caps, which I like all of them. English, Scottish, Irish, whatever background they're from or what variation, they're all awesome.
Days of peace have
I'm
come
sure
at
there's
last
probably
to
like
Gondor.
Welsh ones too, and Norse ones, and maybe you know that time period, right, of the like 19. I mean, it'd be like the 2000. How would you say that? Because if it was the 1900s, that's everything up to 1900, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Right? So then everything from like 1900, like 1901, that is the... Is that the 20th century then? Right? Is that how you say it? The 20th century? Yes, it is. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Johnny answered me very quickly. Yes, so I am right. Thank you. I just wanted to have a little bit of backup before I said something incorrect.
There is always work to be done.
I'm glad that I was saying it right.
What news? How may I help?
We must not take these days for granted.
All right, there we go. All right, let's talk to the people for the chapter inside here real quick. we've actually gotten a ton done. We've only been streaming for just over an hour. I can't believe I'm already like this high level. That we've done a lot in this last
Welcome
hour.
to Ostrandir, home of the Lady Norio, Knight of the Green Hills.
All right, in we go. That's a beautiful shot right there. Where's that? I want to go see that in person. Oh, there's music in here. Music. Oh, delicious. Hey guys, look, olives. It's funny because the food, it still looks pretty 2D, but it looks so much better than it used to. These like dishes and stuff, they used to look like you didn't even know what they were. Oh, that's cool. I want one of those. Big horse is the handle. Let's hope that they know that pewter with lead is not a good idea, but I'm gonna guess that probably don't know that at this time. So, speaking of that, I was going to get a little flask that was just cool to add to my get-up. Again, I'd probably put some water or juice in it. But I was going to get it, and then I looked inside it, and I know a little bit about metallurgy. Not a lot, but a little bit in real life. Besides being a master metalsmith in Lord of the Rings Online, but that's irrelevant. Basically, I looked into it, and I saw that it was pewter. And so, pewter isn't... They don't put lead in it usually anymore. Makes me worried that maybe they still do at times. You're just not aware of it. But there's a new thing that they put into pewter to make the metal, and that's where, like, I was talking to some guy at the Highland Games actually. That is where people aren't 100% sure how safe that particular metal is. They know obviously that lead is terrible, so they don't use it anymore to make the pewter have its substance or whatever, the metal. But yeah, I still didn't want to drink out of it. Long story short, moving on. Neek, I couldn't play for 2 or 3 months. Why no? So everything's pretty much. We're about to get the new Legacy of Morgoth expansion. The legendary servers, from what I know, have not increased level cap yet. That's still level 50 for both of them. I am lost in a maze of doors. Did I find it? Oh my gosh, I think I found it. I was trying to find the upstairs. No, I did not find it. I need to get above this. Maybe I need to go this way. All right, hold on. There's a. Let's go to the other side of the room and see the stairs. Maybe it's like a big loop. Maybe the stairs on this side let you go up. You know what they should do? It'd be cool if they added like a quest arrow that could pop above your head and like point for you. Ah, there we go. There's some stairs. This is probably it. I do love that I don't have to load through every door now, though. Ah, I found it. Oh, look at the lilies. Water! Grandel, get out of the fountain.
I am pleased to see you among the Green Hills, King Elisar and Queen Arwen.
You and all your company are welcome to stay for as long as pleases you. Know that there are dangers still in Pelithgelen, for the Haradrim fighters were transported here on Corsair ships during the war, and my knights have not yet found them all. Raiders from Umbar, too, have come up from the rivers in small boats, and harry our people. Harry our people. That's a term I have not heard in a very long time, and it's not something we say in this day and age. Harry our people. I mean, I think it's like harass our people, but let's just look it up. What does the term harry our people mean? A person who is hairy is often perceived. Oh no, that kind of hairy. See, they don't even see. They think it's hair like on your head. No. Let's see. What does the term hairy mean if it's not referring to hair on your head? If you're asked about the word hairy as a verb, it means to disturb or irritate someone through persistent acts. Some symptoms of hairy include annoying, harass, pester, plague, tease, and worry. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I was correct. But I just wanted to hear the exact definition. Sorry. I like words, okay? There's a lot of things in Tolkien, you know, I have a lot... what is it? Speaking of words, I'm lost right now with words. But I have in common with Tolkien. I really love the language. I love to, like, learn what I don't know about exactly what a word means. But I see warriors among your company, and if they exercise caution, they should fear little. I understand you have brought Goliskiel, the heir of Orgulus, with you on this visit. My son Thorngil will be delighted to entertain a boy of his own 8 years. Perhaps this man, Grandal, will show Orgulus to my son's chambers. You will find them to the northeast, through the door on the right. I guess I'm babysitter now. Okay. I will do it. I mean, they're not really babies. They're like, what, 10 or 11 or something? Alright, Thorngil and Orgulus stand uncertainly together. Aren't you guys playing swords or something?
Hello, are you a lawmaster? Are you a good one?
Thorngil dismisses your answer with a casual wave and turns to Orgulus.
I'm going to train to be a knight when I'm old enough. It won't be very long for now, just a few year or two. I have
year or two, yeah, right.
I have already been practicing my swordplay with sticks and with implements from the kitchens. Do you want to see? We can pretend to duel, and whoever wins gets to be the king of Outer Gondor. I wager King Elisar will be very impressed with us.
Back home in Lon Sirion, Hernot often lets me climb the tower and look over the sea, and I have seen a great many Corsair ships going here and there across the waves. Once, when the sky was clear, I thought I could see all the way to Umbar, but he said that wasn't possible. But I have very sharp eyes, just like my father did, and he was a great mariner and fought bravely at the Black Gate of Mordor. I will be fine, Grandal. You can go now. You decide to leave the boys to their game and see if Hebron wants work or something? Is that what it said? If Hebron has any work for you. Hebron? Where is Hebron? Is he outside? I guess I gotta go back outside to the I think that's the soldier. Man, they're just like assuming I remember who that is. But is outside the northern entrance of the keep. Yeah, it is the soldier. I was right. Okay. CrickHollow is correct, Johnny. Yes, Neek and Johnny. Sorry, on Twitch. To answer your question, we are on the server CrickHollow. That's our main server for our kinship. I have some characters on the Treebeard server, and I also have some on the Angmar server. But our main goal is to play on the CrickHollow. Also, look at that awesome view right there. Pretty cool. I love the game art. Yes, it is. It's really cool. It's a very cool art. Absolutely. We're getting there. 24 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. On the YouTube there. I don't know. Is there liking on Twitch, or is it just like follow? I don't think that's a thing on Twitch, right? You don't like or something, a stream or a... I don't know enough about Twitch yet. How is the new are people still low? No, we're getting up there. We have
always
about
something that needs doing in and
we
around
probably have
Northandia.
9 players now that have max level characters, and a lot are really close. So and then we have a lot of people who have joined us who are leveling up too. So I'd say we probably have about, I don't know, 45 people probably in our kinship now that are pretty active. Maybe more. I haven't looked recently. I know my officers have been inviting people. So I'm glad to have everyone join. So that's a lot of things all over the whole map here. Complete these tasks. Let's remove the complete tasks. There we go. Now I can see what I really need to see. Okay, so we need to go over here. Ooh, the sun's coming up. It's 4 dawn. Look at those mountains. Look at that. That's so cool how they've redone them. I love the new mountains.
This is a troublesome outcome indeed. The pack you brought looks familiar to the one Igerna uses. It is most concerning that you came across so many goblins.
Yes, so many goblins that I fried with my lightning bolts. Speaking of packs, I have a cool new teleport animation. Luma, I was right. There are goblins in Penithgelen. They've been hounding me for hours. But I managed to slip their grasp thus far. I overheard one of them mentions a farm with lots of 4-legged, spotted dinners walking around. He's talking about cows, the goblin. I can only imagine this is referring to Varber's poor cows. I must go first to Wimberry and see what fates has befell Nordash. I will leave this message with you. Wait, something draws near. The message abruptly cuts off. Uh-oh.
I fear Igerna has been captured or assaulted given the state of this bag. What did you find? I must stay here to receive reports from the rest of my scouts. We are working hard alongside the knights to ensure that the king's visit is untroubled.
Keep it up, sir. Alright, so we're going to have to talk to her. We're halfway to level 148. Oh my gosh, we're getting there. Also, I got earned some new rewards and some LOTRO points. Sweet. Alright, where do we need to go first? So we have to go back to the cave? No, we do not. So we're going to not do that. We're going to kill goblins we see on the way, and we're going to go to the right. We're going to do those quests over there. We're going to go out this way. This way we go. Charge! Hello, radio dude. What's up? You made a crack hollow when falling. Elvin. Good one. Radio dude, yeah, so I have not had lag for many years, personally, like almost ever. I get it once, once maybe every couple weeks with a rubber band or something. But what you're thinking about, radio, if you watch some of my live streams on my on the new servers, basically the new legendary servers are both 64-bit servers, like the actual hardware on the server side, and it makes a big difference. Way less lag. So like when just me by myself, there's nothing ever, and with maybe a group of people, the only time I ever got lag on the new server was when I was in a battle of like 300 players fighting the new Nazgul. And by the way, the idea of that Nazgul event on the new servers is actually kind of a way for them to test how things are running, to see if they can even make it go further than that. So he mentioned that in the interview the other day. If you want to see my interview with the senior world designer, I have it. It's on the channel. It's on the Inklings playlist. All my interviews are on the Inklings playlist.
Stay where you are. We don't need any more trouble here.
Alright, defeat beetles. Alright, time to get rid of some beetle infestation. So just so everyone knows, if you have a guy come to get rid of an infestation of bugs in your house and they don't use a lightning bolt from the roof, they're not worth anything. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's so mean. I'm just trolling. Clearly, every bug exterminator should have the ability to summon lightning bolts at will. Alright. How many more bugs do I need to kill for this guy? I'm gonna ignore that one and see if I can collect more over here. Alright, bug. Come here, bugs. Come to me. Group meeting now. Alright, how many more? Did I get them all? Oh, I think I got them all. That was all the beetles that need to be slain. I tried everything, but doesn't work either. What? I tried everything on what? You guys over here talking on Twitch. What game are we talking about? Talking about this game?
Thank goodness you came when you did. My harvest would have been devastated for the entire year otherwise. It's been overrun by goblins.
Because in the past, when I asked questions, way before I was a content creator, mind you,
place to live.
they usually got back to me pretty quick. But I think I missed what you guys were saying, so. Fill me in. What were you talking about? What was the problem? Maybe I can help answer the question for you. All right. Oh, radio dude. So if you're EU, you could try the new server Mordor. It's dedicated. The server is in Europe. So that will probably make a huge difference. Now, we do all have to remember too, right? The servers will help with things, but if you still are getting lag from certain things, it could also be your internet provider, somewhere in between. It couldn't be. It's not your fault. It's not LOTR's fault. It's somewhere in between. Maybe not even the internet provider. It's some connection somewhere in between. Or, you know, it could be your own computer, too, right? That kind of stuff. And again, I know, like, I get it, right? I do notice now that I've had a way better computer as a content creator, I have way less problems, where I did have little lag things before. So, it definitely helps. But, granted, it's definitely on the server side, though, in the past with lag. Absolutely. So, I'm not just trying to, like, blame it on your own stuff. I'm just letting you guys know that you have to remember there's multiple things that could be causing it. And there's stuff in between, too. But yeah, definitely Radio Dude, if you wanted to try the Mordor server, that one is dedicated in Europe. So and it's on the and it's a new 64-bit server, so it's probably pretty good for you.
Who are you? Have you come to help?
Granted, I have a lot of people who play from Australia and Europe, and they still have a couple things here and now and then, but just even on the server CrickHollow, which isn't updated to 64-bit yet, most of them don't have really bad lag. And sometimes it's usually because of, some of them have told me it's their computer or it's their internet service, right? Because they just have a slow internet speed or something. But usually when there's like server lag, everyone feels it to an extent, right? If you're all in one spot, there's like maybe 30, 40 people doing something. That's when usually everybody can feel it or whatever. I'm supposed to slap this guy? No, I'm supposed to slap somebody else. Sorry, man. I thought he wanted me to slap him. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, that's so many goblins. Where did these guys all come from? Get out of here. Wow, I got totally ambushed by goblins and I didn't even realize. Whoops. Oh, his cow. He wants me to slap his cow. You gotta get out of here. The goblins are gonna eat you. Go, girl. Wait, I slapped her. Why didn't she? Why isn't it working? slap. This is the character. Supposed to slap her rump. Doesn't seem very, very, civil. For some reason, it's not working. What the heck? Am I supposed to kill more goblins? Get them out of the way? Oh, that's kind of weird. Alright, let's try this again. Huh. I'm not quite sure why this quest isn't working. Maybe I should put it, maybe I should type /slap. No. Alright, well, is there any other... Let me just, oh my gosh, this is horrible. What a scene. Everyone's been murdered by goblins. Goblin scum. Goblin's dead! Some of them survived. I need to make it where I can hit more targets with my lightning storm. I think I could add targets with my legendary weapon, right? Lightning damage. I thought I could. I should look. I think I could actually add more targets. Area, range. Yeah, area effect targets, but I can only add 2 with that. I wonder if I can add more than 2. I don't think I can add more than 2, from what I remember with legendary items. It's still pretty OP. So I'm not quite sure. We're probably going to skip this quest because, to slap the rump of his cows. All his cows? Maybe I need to do them like, do a different cow. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it's just like telling me wrong order and that's the issue here. Let's, nope. There's something wrong with this quest. Okay, well, we're gonna not worry about it. It's not that important anyway. It's just a side quest. I might put in a ticket later to let him know about it. Look at that beautiful sun rising over. Oh, look at that. Glorious. Oh, interesting. That sounds like a currency problem. Less of the game load. It sounds like something to do with, like, not on your end, like something between the exchange system. I just want LOTRO Plus and the new expansion. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's frustrating. The devs don't want my money. I get it. Yeah, that's a weird problem. That is really weird. Yeah, that's a weird one. I'm not entirely sure. Where are you? Without telling me your exact location for safety, obviously, it's the internet. But like, what country are you in? In Europe, Sweden. Huh. Well, that's. I definitely know we have other players that are from Sweden that have no problem with that. That's so weird. I wonder if it's like the bank or something. Like, do you use a bank that's like maybe not like a like where I live? There's like credit unions that are like, they're not really like really huge banks, so they're like, you know, they're a little less connected to everything. Because it is nice because you get some benefits to having a more like, you know. I mean, maybe something like that. That's a weird one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that one. Have you gone onto the forums and asked questions about it? Because there may be other players who know the fix on the forums. Do you guys know how to get on the forums?
The forums don't have a fix. Okay. Have you tagged their community manager? He might be able to answer it for you. I'm curious here real quick. 1 second. So obviously you've been on the forums. If you guys, all of you guys probably know this already, but you can sign in and register. I think you use the same account as the one you sign into the game with. And then you can go through and talk with people. And the main hub person that you can try to talk with is where is it? I mean, there's a couple people here. So you've asked a bunch of people. Have you asked anyone on the forums, like put in a ticket, or have you just looked for an answer on the forums? Yeah, that's a really weird one, because I don't know if that's necessarily on LOTRO's end. It might be. It could be. I'm not saying it can't be. I'm curious if there's some kind of currency exchange issue happening there, just with either the banks that are being involved, or a country thing with some system through the internet or something, just glitching, like some kind of like firewall or something, you know? There's all sorts of weird things that can happen when you're talking about systems like that. Yeah, I don't know why I can't save that cow, but we're gonna cancel that quest and move on, because I only have so much time here left on my XP thing, and I want to use it. Alright. Alright, we got some quests to turn in here. Rescue imprisoned warriors. What is that quest that I have right there? Oh, wow, they're like way in the... Oh my gosh, way down there in the south? I might not do those. It sounds like a lot of extra work. Let's just do the chapter quest. Wow, look at that. That's pretty. What a view. Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, I would try to ask the media manager, maybe he has someone in the team that can, like, look at it. Because that seems, like, weird. And then you're probably going to have to give him, obviously you don't want to give him private stuff unless they need certain things, right? Like what bank are you using? Like, where are you where are you located? Things like that. Like, they're probably gonna have to double check and see if it's on their end. You know. I wouldn't know any of this though. This is me all just making hypothetical guesses. So I'm sorry I can't fix that better for you. So sorry guys, we couldn't save the cows. They wouldn't let me slap the cows to save the cows. So we're just gonna ride back over here to the. I love the little animation on the new animal. How it like goes. There's the Wave Hunter, by the way. That's next part of the story. Bum 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 bum. I'll always do my best to try to answer LOTR questions for you guys, but things like that I don't really have any. I wouldn't have any knowledge of. All I can do is give you hypothetical guesses on what it might be. Ooh, look at me jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Yeah, those mountains look awesome. So cool. Alright. We gotta go back and talk to this guy.
I am grateful for your service on behalf of Ost-Andir and the Lady Noriel.
Talk to Thor. Ah, there they are. There's the kids.
Do you often befriend liars and encourage them to speak untruths?
Grandal, because Orglan here has told me something surprising, and there is no way it could be true. He says that King Elisar adventured with my grandsire, Herluin, in Umbar many years ago, and that he has Thorongil, for whom I was named. Uh-oh. Cat's out of the bag. Just kidding. Oh, that's actually better than mine to an extent. I'll just take it for now.
He is just making it up.
One look at the kings tells me he could not be old enough to have been fighting age when my grandsire, Herluin, adventured in Umbar. To think Orgelus believes I would fall for such falsehoods. I tell you that I am smarter than that. Yeah, well, actually, King LOTR is actually almost 90 years old, little child. He just doesn't look it.
But it is true. I am not lying.
I heard King LOTR say he was the very same Thorongil that adventured with Herluin and Forlong in Umbar so many years ago. It is true. Tell him, Grandal. I wish Thorongil would believe me, but he is going to take me to see the Wave Hunter, where it sits at the dock, and I do want to see the ship my father left to me, so you tell the boys that they should not go alone, but they pay you no mind and run off. Wait, what? You should tell someone where they plan to go. Yes. Someone being probably their parents and the king. Alright, the good news is now I know where to walk. Casting all my abilities just for fun. Alright, guys, we're almost at 30 likes on YouTube. Thank you so much. Woot! Just hit level 40. Oh, nice, Captain. Nice. Congrats. We always say in LOTRO, if someone says they leveled up in the world chat, everyone goes grats. That's like the term everyone's always used in LOTRO. Looks like meat is back on the menu. Yes, well said. Well said indeed. You go ahead and slap cows instead. I'll keep grinding the forms. Slapping cows. Yeah. Alright, where's this person I'm supposed to talk to? This guy. Okay, yes, the guardian of the child. Or the guard, who is the guard. He's not... He's the guardian of the child, but he's not his parents, okay? No way. Is he in here? Oh my gosh, he's upstairs, isn't he? Grumpy. Or is he down? Maybe he's downstairs, actually. Let's see. It says he's over there. The arrow's pointing to over there. Follow. Oh, no! Don't you dare shut that door on me. Huh. Where is this man? Do I have to go through this door? You do not have... It's a maze, I tell you. It's a flippin' maze. I hate this building. I gotta say, it's the one thing I really don't like. At the keep in the kitchens. Oh, he's in the kitchens. Okay, so I just go down to the kitchens. Ah, my leg! I broke my leg! So he must be down on the other side. So let's just... Wait, are these the kitchen back here, or is this the dining room? This is the dining area. The kitchen's downstairs, right? Nope, there's the kitchen. There he is.
What? Orgelus has left the keep with Nauriel's son? Already?
We only just arrived! How could he have already slipped my watch and disappeared? You tell, Deraman that the boys intended to see the Wave Hunter, where it is docked, and he breathes a sigh of relief. That is not far from here. To the east, quickly now! Find them. Okay. Off we go. Whoa, what's this? Oh man, delicious. What do we got here? Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's Gondorian wine. Look, it's got the tree of Gondor on it. Looks like honey cakes. Mmm, yummy. Alright. Out the door we go. Does the Wave Hunter take you to Ogrima? It'd be so funny if the ship that takes you between the two oceans in World of Warcraft was called the Wave Hunter. That'd be hilarious. Gosh, look at how beautiful that scenery looks, though. Look at that. I want to ride up to the top of that mountain up there and see if the...
Wow, look at the sun coming up over the mountain over there. That's cool. This is a really pretty area. Alright. I'm being distracted. Distracted of the beauty of Middle-earth. To the Wave Hunter! I broke my Oryx's leg. He's fine now. He heals fast. Radio Dude, he was talking about, he was trying to purchase the expansion, but the money won't go through. It has some error about something with the location or something. There's the Wave Hunter, by the way. Pretty. Alright, Johnny, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out on Twitch. Alright, so I'm going to ride around to the Wave Hunter here. I mean, I could technically swim to it. Swim, 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 swimming in the water. Swim, swim, swim. Alright, so there's the Wave Hunter. I'm swimming through a beautiful lake here in the middle of Gondor. Yeah. Alright, I've made it. The Wave Hunter. Gosh, that is a gorgeous view right there. The sun just like flaring over the edge there. That looks so cool. If you buy the expansion, you get instant max level boosts you can use. Snow Time, yes. I think even the cheapest version gives you one. From what I remember. Let me look real quick for you. Yes. You get a level up even with the standard edition, which is just, I think it's $40 US, and you'll have to do the math with the other ones, so. There you have it. Continuing on our adventure. Hopefully that answers your question. Alright. I'm also going to be doing a video reviewing what you get in the other ones. That'll be coming out very soon on my YouTube channel here. Guys, we're 2 likes away from 30! So pretty, yes, Q. It's very pretty indeed. Imagine Spock and Gandalf smoking goat weed together. What is goat weed? Yeah.
I told him not to do it, but he would not listen to me.
Now he is halfway up the rigging of the Wave Hunter, even though I told him he should not climb it. It is my ship, Grandel, given to me by my father, and Thorngild should do what I say, and what I forbid concerning it. Where is he? Oh gosh. Child, what are you doing up there? He's literally way up there. Oh my gosh.
What if he falls? At least Orgalos has sense enough to stay on solid ground.
I am not burdened with the duty of protecting Thorngild. What if he falls, Grandel? Still, I do not want him to fall. But think the valor, it is not Orgalos up there. Lady Mara would cook me on spite and serve me to her guests. Cross onto the deck of the Wave Hunter. Wow, it's a beautiful ship. High above you, Thorngild clings to the rigging at the Wave Hunter. Yes, there he is. Small child, I beckon thee to come down. Why should I? Thorngild calls down to you. Because, it's a good reason. Reason. Your mom doesn't want it. Thorngild grudgingly descends to the deck of the Wave Hunter. You worry too much, Grandel. I was not in any danger. But even if I was, I would not be afraid. I am no coward. I was named for the great hero Thorngil, sword brother of the guard's sire Herluin, and mighty hero of Gondor. He warred with Umbar many years ago, and I have heard from the men-at-arms at Ost-Andir that even today the Umbarian tremble when they speak his name. I am going to follow in his footsteps as soon as I am old enough to become a knight of the Green Hills. And that is the truth, unlike whatever lies Orgeles insists on telling. To thank King Elisar might be the same name as Thorngil of old. Pigslop. I tire of this ship anyway. Orgeles' mother sent the Wave Hunter here during the war, and it did not even see any fighting. What a waste that is. It's a very pretty ship, though. I could imagine with the sails down, it would look really, really cool. It'd be so fun if they added something in LOTRO where you could, like, sail a ship like this. It's kind of like, I mean, there's a couple MMOs that are like that, right? What's the pirate MMO that you can sail your own ship? Obviously, it's all dedicated around ships, so.
I suppose we should return to Ost-Andir.
Thorngil and I are about the same age, but I think he is, I don't know. Orgil kicks a small stone into the water, and the ripples run up against the side of the Wave Hunters before disappearing. He is rather childish, isn't he? He says he will soon become a Knight of the Green Hills, but I think he is too rash, and too unthinking, and too, I don't know. A proper knight would not be any of those things, Grandal. He does not give a thought for any of his people, and speak only of his own glory. And I was telling the truth about King Elisar. I suppose we will return to Ost-Andir. Alright, well, there we go. Fun, we're getting a couple cool little stories. We are halfway to level 148. This is awesome. I have 13 minutes left on my experience boost. Maybe I can turn one quest in here. Are those quests all down there? Let's see. That one is, that one is, that one is, and to the Haven of the Sailors is not. So I think we'll just remove this one, and this one I'm not going to do, and this one. We'll keep the other ones. Oh my gosh, there's water everywhere. The land is sinking. Have you played Sea of Thieves? Yes, I have. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you. Radio Dude has remembered the name. That is what I was thinking. Just slightly, though. Not a lot.
The boys are safe? Thank the Valar.
A scout has just arrived from Tomb Ross, driving his horse beyond exhaustion. The Corsairs have attacked in force.
The Lady Noriel prepares a response to deal with the Corsair raiders.
Alright, I will go and talk with her. Alright, talk to the Lady Noriel. There's that person playing with all of the characters. It's so funny. That person's gonna see see this streamer and be like, "That was me. It was me. I did it." Makes you think of the character from League of Legends, little Twitch. All right.
A number of Corsair ships have sailed in secret up the Hathalant.
Now they pillage the farms and villages of Tumrost. I will dispatch our soldiers at once. Are you with us, Elisar? Yes, we of course. Of course, King, right?
We will fight alongside you to defend the Green Hills, Nariel.
Count my warriors among your numbers. You are prepared for this, Grandal. Tell me when you are ready to depart. I'm ready.
Then
Let's
let
go.
us depart for Tumrost with all haste. The people of Eifel suffer at the hands of the Corsairs. The smell of burning grapes hangs on the air.
Not the grapes. Anything but the grapes. Not the gumdrop buttons. Sorry. You know what that's from.
I don't know. I don't think so. If you have multiple accounts, Albin, I mean that's a lot of work. I don't know for sure. I have no idea. But I mean, it's very hard to do. Sometimes I'll get on my other account just to play with my play my hunter, to bring him around and level him up on something with my other character. It's a lot of work just to use 2 characters. You have to tab between them over and over and stuff. I would recommend not doing that though, because I think that I think the game is enjoyable being your single character, right? And that's how it's supposed to be played. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, Albin, on that. I don't know what the rules are. I don't recommend doing it in case it isn't part of the rules. If it is banned or something. So I don't multi-boss. So it's you know what I mean? The only times I do is if I'm doing a video or something, I'll get on my other account with my hunter, because I have my dwarf hunter is on my old account that my sister used to play. So I'll use him sometimes to show an interaction of something for a guide video. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it, just in case it is against the rules. I haven't heard of it being against, but it might be. So I don't want to encourage anyone to do it. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I think too with probably with Final Fantasy 14 and WoW, there's probably a lot of people that would just have automated bots following them around. And ESO just to make characters to sell. And that's probably why it's banned more. I don't really think there's really anyone doing that on LOTRO, but I wouldn't know. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. It's not my department. I just play the game, do voiceovers. We play on the server CrickHollow. Also, so if you ever want to play with us, you're welcome to. Showtime. The attack is persona affront to me. Sorry, a personal affront to me, Grandal. For this land is just under the protection of Lady Nuriel, the Knights of the Green Hills, but it falls also within my purview as the King of Gondor. The people of Imfel will not be endangered while I still live to prevent it. Hurry, we must defend the folk of Imfela from Corsairs. Grandal, this is why we keep you around. The Ents are going to war. I crit the guy for 106,000 damage. Remain on your guard. There are still Corsairs here about. Oh my gosh, it's Elrohir and Eladin. Why are they here? Oh yeah, they're with the party. I forgot. The village is not safe yet. Grandal, go with Rosaron and deal with the raiders in the north. The rest of us, spread out. Yes, I shall follow him. Wait, where is he? There's Legolas. There's Gimli. Oh, we're all here. Would that I had a company of mounted swan knights with which to sweep the Corsairs from this place. You and I will have to do, Grandal, and we must be up to the task. It is the command of the king. And don't worry, this way. Don't worry, I have lightning bolts. It'll be just fine. Lightning bolts, lightning bolts, lightning bolts! Haha, that was my kill. Hey, no, I got it. It was my lightning bolts. I love the creaking sound of the Ent when you use that ability. Gosh, man, I want my freaking sticky gourd animation back. They removed. There used to be a really cool sticky gourd animation where it would put fire everywhere when you threw it. It was so cool. Such a shame. I guess it was something that it would mess with other people's games or something. I think they should add a setting where you can just only see it on your end.
like put an overlay into the system. I will search inside the building, north. You are around the back. All right. I think they should put something in that you could have a setting, like you could turn on certain animations that only you can see, and it doesn't send that data to other people. I don't know how challenging that would be, though, with the older system. I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like there's probably, we're getting to the point where technology, they could do some kind of overlay in the client for us that doesn't really use the original core engine. I'm just not sure how much manpower and time that would take from my knowledge of programming and gaming stuff. So I don't know if that's really realistic of a thing. You know, it's not on the top priorities. Priorities are expansions, updates, bug fixes. Most likely going to update the UI soon. I'm assuming that'll come sooner or later. It works pretty good for 2K, but it's way too small for 4K. Again, I have a whole video, which lots of people love, and some people leave funny comments on with UI if you need it for guides. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this was so helpful. This really, you know, thank you." I had some comments that are so funny. It's like, did they really even look at the video? So some comments are the best. I just laugh them off now. 20 Blood Knights. Oh, I remember that story. He was banned. Came back, made one character, banned again instantly. Oh no. It was pretty amazing. Was he selling them? Or was he just using them as, like, to raid by himself kind of thing? We are fortunate, my friends. Most of the villagers are unarmed, for the Corsairs set the hillside aflame as they climbed up the village, and the folk of Impel did not delay. They took shelter among these buildings at the first sign of the Corsair approach. Once we have put out the fires, most of the danger should be over. Just before you returned, I heard the dwarf Gimli shouting back in the main square. You should ensure that he is all in hand. It could be more of the Corsairs hid themselves and thought they could be mischief when you back turned. Gimli may need your help back in the main square. Hurry to him. Gimli, my brother, my dwarven brother. I will come and save you. Yeah, see, the problem, yeah, I get it, Elvin. The problem with things like that, if people do that, is like, then they get the loot, the best loot, and then they can sell it in the auction hall, and then suddenly they could, like, mark up prices or totally destroy the market, which I know WoW is already kind of all over the place with their market for many years. But it's something that, like, I think it is important to not let happen, even though it's like, well, what skin is it off your teeth, you know, and then it's like, well, the game is designed around you playing a single character. Now, granted, you can have multiple characters, but only one at a time logged in, right? So it's not really designed around someone being able to carry, like, you know, 10 other characters when you run around, right? No matter what the MMO is. Because then you can just destroy anything, and you have a certain command where they all just do the same thing over and over. You're just, like, just make your damage insane kind of thing, or healing. So, and then you know, it could destabilize things because the game is designed around a certain kind of strength level. Now, if you're on God level, you know, with what you can do, that kind of thing. Oh, nice. That's where you mainly play, Yale? That's awesome. Someone on Twitch said they mainly play on CrickHollow. Very cool, very cool. I stayed behind, Grandal, and I was right to do so. Some of the Corsair raiders hid themselves around the square and thought to attack Elisar from the rear. But there were maybe more. We should follow them after him and see if any of the other villains have the same idea. We will surprise any Corsairs that think to trap Elisar and the others. Gimli, where is your weaponry? He's like, I'm gonna punch him with my fists. I see some, Gimli. A stone only counts as one. No, it doesn't. It counts as 3, Gimli. I lightning bolted all 3 of them. Gimli's like, I don't understand. Why are they all dead?
I got 6 kills already, Gimli. You're at 0. Yeah, see, and Elvin, that's where that's where it's too far, right? So like, I'm glad, you know, the guy doing that multi-box trying to beat raids by himself, that shouldn't really be able to do that unless you're like on your own private server or something. You're kind of like just doing your own thing on your own computer. But if it's the group multi-online thing, that should, you know, you got to follow the rules. But that's what's kind of sad and not fair. The fact that like now everybody who plays a Blood Knight is punished because of that. Like, yeah, I see. I think that some gaming companies do a good job of not doing that, and some do that. So, and it's like maybe in certain, you know, technically on the premise, right? Some are different than other situations. So, I'm sure there's times they didn't do things like that. They were good, right? I do not fully understand it, Grandal. The main Corsair ship must be anchored further down the river. Most of the raiders were rowed here in secret, piloting small boats, while they would set fire to the hillside as they approach, giving away their presence before they reached the village. And what was their destination? You suggest to LSR perhaps the Corsairs wanted to inspire fear in the hearts of the villagers, and he nods. Perhaps. That is the answer. Still, it is good to hear that most of the villagers remain unharmed. We drove the Corsairs back to the river, and most of them fled in their small ships. They may seek to return once they have licked their wounds, but I think they're more likely they will not attack Impel again for some time. We should search the shoreline to ensure that the Corsairs remain here in hiding. It is possible some are overlooked. Some of the fleeing pillagers in our charge down the hill. Alright, so we've got some big fires. I gotta check the bushes. Anyone hiding in this bush? Oh my gosh, he was! Would have never guessed! Is there another one? Alright, no, there's no more this way. The river looks really cool at night, though. Must just be that one. I like how they're just hiding in this bush. It's Orgulus! I'm sorry! Orgulus stammers nervously, overcoming with fright. I told Thorongil it was wrong, and he should not follow the warriors, but he said if he didn't, my father, Gulaskil, would know his heir to be a coward. And I'm no coward, Grendel, but...
I should not have listened to him! I knew it was wrong! There was no convincing him! Thorongil wanted to get a closer look at the ships. And then...
Orgulus, you were to stay at Ostandir.
I'm sorry, my king, but Thorongil!
Breathe deeply, Orgulus, and then tell us what befell Thorongil.
I told him we should turn around, but he wanted to get closer to the ships. I hid in a bush, but he kept going, and one of the Corsairs seized him.
Uh-oh. Also, that makes sense, Elvin. If they were, like, really overpowered, they had to be, like, balanced. That makes total sense. If that's the case, why they did it. Then that was probably good that WoW did that. One of the Corsairs, a huge lot with muscles like I've never seen, lifted Thorongil up by one arm and dragged him over the river.
in this one of those halflings I have heard about? He asked, and Thorngill spat curses at him and said he was named Thorngill, and would have all the Corsairs put to death if they didn't unhand him. They laughed at that. Oh, did they ever? I could still hear the laughter. It's terrible. But there was something about the name they didn't like. Thorngill, you say? The big fellow asked, drawing his sword. I think we would have killed Thorngill then, there and there. But an elf among the Corsairs said something to him on the face because like a storm cloud. I couldn't really hear it from where I was hiding, but I think the elf was saying the captain would want to keep Thorngill on board her ship. The big lot put this sword away and hauled Thorngill onto their boat, and they rowed out into the river, and they were gone. I know it was wrong that they shouldn't have come here, but that we shouldn't have come here, but I didn't know how to get out of it. And then it was all over, and it was too late. The way they spoke, their captain, it fills me with terror even now.
They called her the Reaper of the Waves.
The Reaper of the Waves. I don't know this, Captain Grandal. Misaki has a reason to hate Gondor, and she told herself that she planned to wreak revenge upon my kingdom. It would not surprise me to learn she planned to raid every village along the river's edge in Pengellan. But the abduction of Thorngill caused her to change this plan. He may prove a useful hostage to the kindred of the coin. But I am getting ahead of myself. Right now we must bring this unwelcome news to Thorngill's mother, Nuiel, and then perhaps we can do something to prevent Misaki from escaping Outer Gondor with Thorngill in her custody. Cool. All right.
This outrage cannot stand.
I will wage war upon the Corsairs that they not sail within the sight of Gondor for 1,000 years. I will call to arms every knight that's ever raised a sword within Pengellan to follow me to rescue my son. That makes sense. That's about what I think most people would do.
I think there is reason to believe the Corsairs will not harm Thorongil.
And Nuriel. They will see value in keeping him alive to use as potential bargain with Gondor. If we act rashly, we might endanger the boy's life. We must not risk that. I want to send someone to follow the ship. We must track them from shore and see where they sail. It is not certain they will return directly to Umbar, and if they do, they put in a cove along the Langstrad. We may be able to rescue Thorngill before they are brought back to the kindred of the coin. What say you, Grandal? You are prepared to chase?
Return to Anfalas as quickly as you can. And
my
look for
friend.
some sign of the retreating Corsair ships.
From the coast of Thingast. If you can manage, we need to know the direction they sail as they leave the river. We will follow you after. A large company must move more slowly than one man. Once you determine the direction of the Corsair ships, you will find me at Lang Sirion. Go with utmost haste, my friend. Much depends on what you can learn from the Corsairs. All right. Well, we're gonna probably have to leave that one a little bit of a cliffhanger because we're gonna end it here today, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys all had a great time. I did. It was super fun. I will see you guys all in the next episodes and streams of Voice of the Rings. Don't forget, tomorrow is Durin's Day, and we will be celebrating Durin's Day on October 19th here on this channel because it's the one that's in the book that Tolkien tells us, and it's solid. We're not using the moon phases in real life because that changes the date all the time. It's too confusing. I mean, it's not that confusing, but I want it to be something solid every year for us. So October 19th, that'll be Durin's Day for our channel, and we'll be playing some Return to Moria, and also we're going to do something fun in LOTRO with, I think, the Durin's Day. There's an event where I think I might climb up to the side of Erebor for find a secret door. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So you're welcome to join us. It's already planned and streamed. And on Sunday, we have our campfire story event. So if you have a fun story that you wrote that is something that's kind of like adventurous or fantasy, or it can kind of be scary story too, that's fine. That would be good. You can welcome to tell us. You can come in, tell us in Discord. I'm going to read some of them out, whoever wants to be involved and stuff. I will probably double check them a little bit ahead, so if you can send them ahead, that would be good. But obviously, while I'm reading them, I can be checking them too. Just for keeping it PG. And, but yes, will be lots of fun. So we did that a year ago, and we're doing that again. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's kind of like for the October, kind of like the Halloween time event, but we're doing it as like a storytelling campfire event. We did it last year. It was really fun. I liked the idea. And then my officers were like, let's do it again. So I was like, let's do it again. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. So a lot of fun things. And I've got a ton of videos came out. I worked 9 hours yesterday, like straight on recording videos and editing videos and doing all sorts of things. And it's still not fully done with editing, but I've got lots of videos. I got some LOTRO tales. I got some stuff, some guides for Return to Moria. I put out a little blog video recently today. Again, please go check out the interview if you didn't already see it. It was super awesome with the senior world designer. It was so wonderful that he came on. Thank you to him again, to Scenario for coming on. And thank you guys for being here. Yes, Red, Pylon, Elbin, see you guys, all right? Thank you, enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed, my friend. Artform, welcome, welcome. And again, if you guys aren't in our Discord, like and subscribe would be wonderful. Join the Discord. And you're all the best. And thank you, Red, for being a Royal Guardian. I know you're here live right now, so thank you for that. I appreciate that support. And all of my Patreons, it means so much. I appreciate that support. And with that, my friends, have a great day in Middle-earth and stay happy. Baruch Hazard Kuzar, I menu. I'm Zollin Ironshield at your service and your families. And I will see you in the next stream tomorrow and the videos coming up. See you soon.